What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 6th Round Podcast, episode 46. Let's fucking go. And we got a loaded fucking weekend this time. It's been a little bit since we've had so much going on, but I very much enjoy it. So we're gonna start where we always do, at the start of the weekend, where we should. We got another one event on Amazon Prime, back-to-back weekends, pretty goddamn cool. One Fight Night 15. It was supposed to be a lot better originally scheduled than what it currently is.
Yeah.
Because we do have 2 championship fights. But the original scheduled championship fights were gonna be
Jonathan Haggerty versus Fabricio Andrade.
Yeah.
And
Taiwan Chai versus Superbon.
Yes.
Both of those are amazing fights. Haggerty Andrade gets moved back to the November one. No, not the biggest deal. Superbon gets injured, pulls out.
Yep.
So now we got Tan Lee
and Joe Nadawa. Or Nadawat, yeah.
Huh?
Joe Nadawat?
Tan Lee?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about who's filling in for Senchai. I mean, Superbon.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Well, yeah. So, yeah, he's filling in for Superbon against Senchai. But the main event, Tan Lee versus Ilya Freymanov versus, for the one lightweight championship. God damn it. Interim featherweight championship. I knew I was gonna fucking write it on the thing because I knew I was gonna fuck it up. And I was like, nah, I don't have to. It's alright. I know tapology, I can fucking in the moment get it through my head and not just instantly just say what I see, you know what I mean?
You guys do it.
Of course you're gonna say what you see.
Single time.
Interim.
And it's gonna keep happening every single time, Ginger.
Interim featherweight championship of the world. I think it was on last month's no, might have been August. I forget exactly, but we were supposed to have Tan Kai versus Tan Lee in the rematch for the championship belt.
August.
August. But yeah, ends up pulling out, gets injured, so that's why we got this interim title on the line. Both of them very close in overall MMA experience. Tan Lee 13-3 and Freymanov 12-2.
Yep.
But their age is very different.
Yeah, an 11-year age gap there. Fucking Ilya 27 and Tan 38.
Yeah, it's a rough one thinking about it. Tan has better overall, higher level experience in 5-1.
Yeah.
His only loss in one coming to Tan Kai for the title in his last bout, which did go to a decision. Every single other of his other fights ended in a finish. That was the only time in his career that he went to a decision. And Freymanov, out of his 14 fights, he's only gone to a decision 3 times, and he hasn't been to a decision since 2019, I believe it was. I got a sneaky suspicion that this fight is gonna end in a finish.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if it's gonna be the fucking... I can't even say old vet, really, because he's not even a veteran in experience. It's weird.
The one thing that I will say is that with Ilya's losses, he got finished by a guillotine choke, but he's never been knocked out as to where Tan Lee has been knocked out.
Yeah.
And
Kevin Aguilar in LFA.
Yeah, and Ilya be knocking people out, and he be subbing people, and it's just, that's the only factor that's I don't know.
Last fight, rear naked choke. And then the previous ones before that, punches and knees, KO, TKO, head kick, punches,
Yeah, we got 2 finishers coming in here for sure.
4 of the last 5 have all been finished in the first round by Ilya.
Yeah, and then 3 of the last 4 wins for Tan Lee also ended in the first round too. So I'm not expecting this one to go long, but I'm expecting it to be some goddamn good fun.
I don't know what the betting lines are on this, but if it says under 1.5, I'd take that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's damn near easy money right there.
Hell yeah. Either way, though, winner of this fight will get Tong Kai coming back to unify that title. I mean, it'd be cool for Ton Lee to win so he could get that rematch and get that win back, but at 38 years old, it's just rough, and I just feel like it'd be cool for Fraimanov, the younger guy coming in, just building his name, you know what I mean, and getting like a big unification bout with Tong Kai.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, my bad. I'm probably favoring Fraimanov anyway. I think he could do it.
I like the young. I like when young guys are coming up, like against like older vets, like and older. Like I say vet, but I mean like vet in one. He's had 6 fights in one. This Fraimanov has had 2. Like obviously, like different experience levels, things like that. I would love to see Fraimanov win it and then go on to fight for the undisputed more.
It's got a sneaky suspicion that Ton Lee's gonna win. Honestly, I feel like he's gonna go out there, knock him out, like just like 40 seconds or so. Like I just
it's possible.
I just gotta.
Fraimanov could come in and like just like it could just be like one of those performances where it's just like it's looking like he could do something, but then it's just like throws out jab, then just counter left hook, just knocks out Fraimanov. Like it could happen, or just drops him and then he gets subbed.
Yeah,
like there are so many possibilities for that to happen.
It's gonna be some good shit though. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be good. But the real question is of the night, 4-1. Who's the better Hurricane? Smilla Sundell or John DeBella?
I'm saying Smilla Sundell.
I think so.
I'm not gonna lie. Probably. I think she's
Not yet, but John DeBella, he's the motherfucking champ for strawweight. Yeah, see, it says flyweight, but I got you, strawweight. Let's go.
Because you were thinking about it.
I thought too much about it. But yeah, he's defending his strawweight title in Muay Thai. I got no idea who the dude that he's fighting is. That's generally kind of how it goes for me for like the title challengers. But he has had a couple of fights in one. Damn, his last one he did lose to Superlek Kiatmu 9. Rough loss. So
he got knocked out in the one before that to Jeremy Miato too.
So he's on a 2-fight knockout losing streak in the 3rd round in one, and he's getting himself a title shot here. I wonder who's gonna win this one.
John DeBella by decision.
Probably, because looking at his record overall, 11 win. This is kickboxing overall. 11 wins in kickboxing, 4 knockouts, 2-0 in boxing, 1 knockout, 1 decision. And
he'll probably knock him out.
I fucked up too. I said that was Muay Thai Championship, kickboxing. My bad.
Yeah, kickboxing championship. I mean, this dude has fought in Glory. So it.
John DeBella should have this. Like,
pretty easily.
Yeah,
honestly.
But I mean, it's kickboxing. It's always some good fun in one. So I'm definitely excited. But yeah, I'm just gonna guess that Smilla Sundell's the better Hurricane. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see by this performance. If he doesn't win in a 1-punch knockout, then he's not as good.
Okay.
This dude's on a 2-fight losing streak, both by knockouts. Come on now, you know what I mean?
Okay, but 1 punch. Like, when did those knockouts come? What round?
3rd round, both of them.
I was about to say, come on now. If you're
Daniel Mini T. Williams getting knocked out that quickly? 1 punch? Nah.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, I don't think 1 punch, but like, I do think he should be able to knock him out. Like,
yeah, hopefully.
This dude has been knocked out 1, 2, 3, at least 3 times. That's in kickboxing and Muay Thai, so. And that's just based off Tapology records, which are, when it comes to boxing, kickboxing, grappling, are kind of shit.
Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully Bella gets another title defense, and hopefully it's fun fight, good performance. But as we mentioned earlier, Taiwan Chai, PK Senchai, is back. Was supposed to be defending his title, but I guess just because short notice fell in, now it's just featured bout against Smokin' Joe. Another guy Okay, another guy also on 2-fight losing streak. Lost to Chingiz Alazov, who is kickboxing champ up at featherweight, I believe. For one.
I was about to say 1-3 in his last 4 as well.
Yeah, so
2 of those coming by knockout. Both with the left hand, counter left and a left cross.
So we about to see a left hand knockout for fucking Taiwan Chai.
I was about to say
that'd be really funny.
I mean, he does have knockouts all over. He can
he has 2 left cross knockouts.
Yeah.
He's getting the left cross knockout. That's exactly what's about to happen. He's about to fucking come out and fucking southpaw and just he's gonna come in and just Conor McGregor just step back, chopping left hand.
Yeah, 2 left cross knockouts, head kick knockout, leg kick knockout, fucking knockout or TKO from breaking the dude's arm because he kicked it too much, in his last one. Yeah, his left side is very dangerous, and that's probably gonna get him out of there early.
I have not seen Senchai fight, or just don't remember. Is he orthodox or southpaw? Usually?
Pretty sure he's southpaw.
Oh, if he's southpaw, he's just gonna drop it in there and just
could be wrong too. Oh yeah, and also it made me realize too that with fucking Sitong Pinong that there's multiple of them, and that the dude that fought in the last one was not the original one, because it's Sitachai that I was that was the first one. Yeah,
that's really funny.
Yeah. Because I seen that, I was like, oh shit, because I clicked on his record, I was like, yeah, he did not fight on that guy. I was like, totally different people, and I saw that he fights at a fucking Sitong Pinong gym, and I was like, well, I was like, it's just one of them Muay Thai things. But yeah, either way, let's go fucking Taiwan Chai. He's probably going to get a great knockout. But this next one, as soon as they announced it, I was pretty damn hyped, because this is going to be some fucking fun. Mikey Musumeci is back. Not defending his flyweight title, though. Open weight bout against Shinya Aoki. This is going to be legendary.
This should be fun. I kind of expect this to be fun.
No, yeah, it's going to be great.
It's oh my god.
The question is Mikey Musumeci gonna prove that he's of the same grappling legends as Gary Tonin, Chrome Gracie, Hodger Gracie,
Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah, Marcelo Garcia. Is he gonna be able to submit Shinya Aoki in this bout? Tapology has it as 12-minute, 1-round bout. What do you guys think?
I expect some legendary shit. Shinya is a legend in Japanese MMA, and just a legend in MMA in general. Really good at grappling. 31 wins in MMA in his MMA career have come by submission. I just expect this to be fun. I've seen Mikey a little bit, and this is just. I feel like there's just gonna be a bunch of fun scrambles.
Yeah, I definitely expect it to be a lot of fun scrambles, but I don't know anything about Shinya other than looking at his record, but I've never seen him grapple or anything. I just love a Mikey match every time. And I know that the people that he's been going against haven't been the same level as Shinya, or the people that Shinya has grappled before, but I don't know. He's so fucking good. He is a lot smaller than him, though, but
yeah,
even with notable. Some of his decisions, it's because those people were just too tough for their own good. Bayan Duran, that was the guy that he popped everything possible in his fucking leg. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it'll be good though.
Jiu-jitsu types are just different. Fucking I always go back to it just because it's so insane. Jacare Souza having his arm broken, tucking it back into his gi, and then winning the decision against someone in a grappling match.
Yeah.
These people are just fucking different.
And even when fucking Andre Muniz broke that shit in MMA, he just was like,
Yeah. Jacare would have
broke. No reaction.
If it was allowed, if it was allowed, Jacare would have kept fighting.
Yeah, probably. He would have fucking tried
That's
smacking him with his broken arm.
Part. That's the insane part. He would have kept fighting.
But it's just like with Shinya, he is also 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He has been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
His more recent grappling matches have not been going in his favor. Like, he's just been losing or getting the draws in the decision because no one's getting the sub, you know? So it's just kind of hard because it's like, at the age of 40, with the pro MMA record of 47-11 and one no contest, all of his fucking grappling matches, it's like, does he even have the same joints to really be doing that shit? Like, you know what I mean? Not that it won't be fun, but like that just really might be the advantage Mikey has, even though he is smaller than him.
Yeah, and
it
would be so awesome for Mikey in just his career if he's able to get the sub over him to like have
a win over Imanari and over fucking Shinya.
That's what I was gonna say. To have submission wins over two legends like that. That would just be absolutely beautiful. I am definitely rooting for Mikey to win. I'm not sure if he's gonna get the sub, but I'm really hoping that he does. Like that would just be so awesome to see.
Again, that puts him in like that same category. The only submission losses are to two Gracies and a Garcia. Like people who like their lineage in BJJJ are
just amazing grappler. Like
but like just in terms of like the legacy of these guys, especially like Hodge Gracie and Marcelo Garcia, like.
Exactly.
Like
that's what Jimmy's saying. Like to put your name in the bracket with the people, like being the only people able to sub him.
And being like the like some of the like actual like in terms of like the popularization, like some of the people who were like at the pinnacle of the top when it was really starting to get popularized, because that was like again like it goes like in terms of lineages, it goes almost all the way back to the Gracies and Garcia. Like it's oh my god.
Yeah. It would just be absolutely amazing. Other than that though, this is a very short one card. Only eight bouts in total. Timothy Nestyukin is on the card. He was the one that I'm pretty sure he beat Eddie Alvarez in
knocked
Eddie's
him out in his debut.
Which that was the one where Eddie said the only time he ever got punched and instantly was like, oh, what the fuck is this pain? Like, and that he got hit right on the eye. It split it like on the top and bottom of his eyelid, like just absolutely destroyed his shit. So he's got some motherfucking power in his hand. So, I mean, that'll probably be some good shit.
Is also on a 3-fight losing streak at the moment.
But all by finish, so it's probably going to be a fun fight.
Yeah, but he took a good amount of time off. His last fight was in September of last year, so.
Yeah, so hopefully refreshed, chin feeling good, you know what I mean?
To be fair, he took 9 months in between in between two of these fights.
Well, he learned that he needed a couple more months than 9. Maybe. But, I mean... But yeah, should be some fun fights though. Either way, it's one.
It should be a fun fight. Like it just 7 wins by KO TKO. He also has 5 losses by KO TKO.
Real MMA heavy. There's only 2 kickboxing, the 1 grappling, and the rest is MMA.
Shit, yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, mix up for one. Branding themselves as MMA promotions, the one time they have more MMA bouts than anything on a card. So, that's funny. But hell yeah, that should be a fun night overall. And that's going to take us into Saturday, which we got some UFC and we got some Bellator. But we're going to start with the UFC. Not the greatest card, but...
No.
I think it'll be fun.
It should be.
It's
a pretty
fun
decent
fighters
card.
On here.
Yeah, there's definitely fun fights. But main event, Grant Dawson versus Bobby Green. Definitely not the biggest main event.
No.
It's still just one of those ones where the only reason I think it was booked is to try and build Grant Dawson's name.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense whatsoever if you don't have that bit of context.
Yeah,
because why is Bobby Green fighting someone in the top 10 when he's what is he in his last 5?
Is 2-2-1 no contest.
Yeah, like what? Yeah,
One
and
of
the 2
those
wins are
losses to the current
Nasrat
champ.
Hapras,
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson, who is already on a 5-fight losing streak, no
Yep.
contest against Jared Gordon.
Yep. And what?
I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
he lost to Islam current champion fucking Crimson Chin Drew Dober. Like, there's no shame in any of that.
There's not, but like it just just
He's
weird how that
doing
ended up
great right
happening.
now. He deserves this big spot. Don't.
No, he deserves. Here's the thing. I'm glad he got a main event because he definitely deserved like a main event that wasn't, him taking a late notice fight against Islam Makhachev. Like he definitely deserved that like main event.
Yeah, it is
somewhere.
weird though
is
that like of all people it's Bobby, because like not even somebody in like behind him in the top 15. Like I understand that literally once you go above him, other than Dan Hooker, like it's all just fought in talks, have fights lined up, like whatever.
I was about to say Diego hasn't fought in a minute. He fought Michael Johnson, but that was what? Like that was in May. You kind of again gotten Diego Ferreira in there.
It's hard. You just never know where guys are at. Just
where guys are
trying.
At.
You know what I mean? Who's willing to accept fights? And I mean, at least out of all people to get outside of the top 15,
it is Bobby, like a name that people know.
Yeah,
for sure.
Probably
exactly.
Like one of, if not the biggest name outside of the top 15 in the 155 division. You know what I mean?
No,
I was about
definitely.
to say the only 2 that like outside of the top 15 that's not named Connor.
Yeah,
it's good. No, I know we weren't counting, but like he's not in the top 15 of the month, so it's just like outside of that.
155.
Yeah, exactly. But it's Bobby Green, and it's probably Bobby Green and fucking Patty at this point.
Yeah, I know. Patty was the other name I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it. But yeah, I think that it sucks, man, because I love Bobby Green. So much fun to watch. But I just feel like Grant's going to go out there and just ragdoll him. I don't know how fast he'll be able to get it done, but I don't think this is going to be his toughest fight.
Nah, he's going to get a second round sub.
Yeah, that's how you're feeling.
See, I can see that, but for some reason, I'm seeing, like, he's going to wrestle fuck him in the first round, and then in the second, he's going to go into, like, shoot, and then come back up with a left hook as Bobby's trying to, like, get out.
What, you think he's going to, like, be able to, like, KO TKO him?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I was
about to say,
I don't know. I feel like I think Bobby is just like too slick on the feet, and Grant knows that. I just don't even think he's gonna try and like fuck around on the like. That's why I was just thinking of like how soon. I'm just like, yo, is like, cause he's fucking good. I really do think his grappling is amazing. Like, I really wouldn't be too surprised if he just kind of goes out there, shoots shoots a takedown. Bobby stuffs it. He just starts to chain wrestle, grabs like a single, gets to his back, and like just works for a couple minutes and gets like a late first round like rear naked choke.
I can see that.
This dude has a shit ton of rear naked chokes.
And like I said, this isn't like a striking KO TKO that I'm talking about, like in terms of like straight out. It's more he's going to do his business in the first round, and then like the opportunity just arises where you can like go for the level change. They're now going to be, looking to stuff, and then all of a sudden come back over with like a left hand or a right hand and just
Andrew has a very specific prediction. He saw it in a dream. That's how it's happening.
No, it's fair.
No, I know.
But yeah, that it sucks. I feel bad for Bobby Green because it's like, you how you said earlier of just like, oh, he deserves the main event that's not short notice against Islam Makhachev, but it's like this is the grappler coming up in the division. You know what I mean? Like,
this is the one he gets. You couldn't have given him someone like a Jalen Turner, Renato Moicano.
Yeah, like dude's 8-0 one draw in fucking fight in the UFC. Like
that would have been so good of a fight, him versus Moicano.
Who, Dawson or Bobby?
Bobby. I feel like that would have been a fun fight.
Yeah. Yo, him versus Dawson though, battle of the rear naked chokes. They both,
True.
I'm pretty sure, have the most rear naked chokes in like lightweight division.
True.
But yeah, either way, that should be some good shit. And yeah, I think Dawson probably is gonna get ahead into the rankings and get himself a big fight after that. If he gets a good one.
It fucking depends. 155 sucks. I love it, but it's so fucked.
Yeah, but like Ginger said earlier, you know, I feel like he got this main event because they need to push someone. Like, he's the only person coming up in this division who hasn't lost to fucking one or more people.
They're just trying to hype these people up because they know that soon they are losing Gaethje and Dustin and probably Chandler, and that's what they're doing.
Well, and that's the thing,
until then, it's
Islam's trying to go to 170. Charles wants to go to 45 and 170. Like, they're losing their whole. Gamrot's like fucking on the older side too. Like,
yeah,
they're
Daniel's
all gone in 2
years. Good name.
Yeah, but until then,
I mean, you have like, but then like also then at like you have Fazeev still, like you have Armin. Grant like can be a pretty decent name if you just push him right.
Yeah,
like I don't think he'll ever be like a huge star, but
nah. Yeah, if he keeps on winning, I mean, he's only going to get himself into bigger spotlights and bigger fights, and yeah, he'll definitely get him his way there.
I was going to say the same thing about Frivola. Like, Frivola's got a personality to him, and if he keeps winning, especially the way he keeps winning,
yeah, for sure,
he could be a Gaethje type of star, like where it's just like it's going to be a fun fight.
Yeah,
no matter
but
what,
he's about to get fucked up, so.
Oh yeah, Benoit Saint Denis is gonna fuck him up, I think. But like that's also, like that's one of those things where again, like we thought Frivola, like who was Frivola's like? We thought Dober was gonna give him a really hard time, and then all of a sudden just left hook comes out of nowhere.
Nah, yeah.
So,
but yeah. Either way, Grant Dawson, Bobby Green, pretty solid main event. Going into the co-main event though, some weird matchmaking.
Yeah.
We got Joe Pyfer versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. I don't really understand why after he finished GM3 in the first round, he's now fighting Abdul.
Because he doesn't want top 15 fights without top 15 money, so he's just going to fight anybody else outside.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess with that, it makes sense. It's just it's weird.
I feel you.
I just try to think of like all the other names at like 185 outside the top 15 who like would have made a better fight, but it's like hard.
Yeah,
so there's not a lot of people.
All I know though is that's gonna be a scary first minute.
Yeah.
That is just gonna be explosivity at its fucking finest for that first minute. And if it goes past it, Joe Pyfer is gonna knock the fucking shit out of Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
Every punch backed by blunt force trauma.
Yeah. Because Al Hassan, he's 38 years old at this point, 6-5 in the UFC. Like, yeah, his last 3 wins have all come sub-minute.
Yeah.
But the last one was sub-minute of the second round.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that. Okay, alright. I forgot about that. But yeah, either way though. I remember that wasn't a great fight that first round. But yeah, I'm definitely rocking with Body Bags in this one. I feel like he should get a pretty beautiful knockout, and hopefully the UFC pays him because he deserves to be fighting bigger names, and that's definitely where I would want to see him at after a good knockout win here.
Is it usually 4 fights on their contract?
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like there's a couple more fights before his contract's up and he can go and negotiate that shit.
Well, I mean, you can always renegotiate at any time. You know what I mean?
Well, also,
but like, this dude's coming off Contender Series. Okay. This dude probably has like a 7 to 9 fight contract.
Definitely not. I don't think they would be. I don't think that's a contract they would just go into. I feel like they would go about 5 to 7.
Bro, they have very long contracts. They will always get people to sign on the most amount of fights possible. They used to offer like fucking 10, 12 fight contracts and shit like that. But like because
fair.
of shit like they've lowered it. But yeah, they are definitely still offering 7+ fight contracts out here. Like
They
for
probably
sure.
are.
Like that. Didn't
like,
fucking even John Jones just say he just signed like a fucking 5 or 7 fight?
I thought it was
deal?
8.
Or yeah,
it was 8, but like that made no. But that's literally the like.
But like that's just the
reason,
UFC locking him in for that long. No. Like that's the.
Okay, but that was the thing though. Like at that point, like Jones can sign that because he's literally thinking, yeah, I'm fighting like at most 3 more times. It does not matter.
Yeah, but it's like, but that's the thing.
Like
it's
for
just,
Jones, it really
he's not going to be able to do shit after though because of like that. That's just like the whole point of it, you know. Like they just be offering those contracts.
What is he gonna want to do?
Huh?
What's John Jones gonna want to do that is
never fucking know.
Like,
GSP wanted to fucking box Oscar De La Hoya at fucking 40 years old. What, you never fucking know what these motherfuckers are gonna want to do.
And that one, like, they should just let him out of his contract. That was just
but that's the thing. They locked them the fuck in with long ass contracts. Like
I know.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so that's why I mean it. So yeah, hopefully he's got a good manager and can like get himself a good deal. But yeah, should be a good fight though.
Mm-hmm.
Featured bout. Alex Morono versus Joaquin Buckley.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hard one for me. I feel like Buckley should win, but I could just see Alex Morono just getting it done. Like he's just awkward in there, and like I don't know. I just feel like he overperforms like a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like.
No, yeah, and I mean, like, you look at his last, like, couple fights, like, beats Mickey Gall, beats Matthew Summelsberger, loses to Santiago Ponzinibbio on short notice, but goes all the way to halfway into the 3rd round.
Yeah, and he was, like, winning that entire fight, too, until he got clipped. It was, and then beat the Dirty Bird in his last one. Yeah, and subbed him in the 2nd round. So, I mean, yeah, it's a sneaky one. It
is.
I have the feeling that, I mean, Joaquin could catch him early, but if it's not just like some early, like very explosive thing that, you know, Buckley just catching him with just like some shit out of nowhere, I feel like Morono's gonna just start to like pick him apart, beat him up, and will probably either get the decision win or he might be able to finish him late.
The thing is, I could see Morono just putting a jab on him and just being able to kind of just done Buckley into not being able to get his shit off.
Nah, yeah, that's 100% for sure. I mean, like, Buckley is only 29, just getting into his prime. He is at a new weight class, so he did look good against Andre Fialho, but it's also Andre Fialho, you know what I mean? Like,
I was about to say, it's also Andre Fialho.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be a good one.
To Tim Means, funny enough.
Yep, yeah. But it's just one of those fights where, you know, it's obviously not any real stakes on it, not a whole lot of hype, but it could be some good shit though.
Definitely is gonna be a good fight, I think. Hopefully.
But going from 170 back to 155 pounds. Is this just a beautiful setup fight for Drew Dober, or should I not say that again because the last time I said that, Bryce Mitchell had a real hard fight against Danny Gay?
I think this is entirely different.
I hope.
Possible.
Why do you think that, though?
Well, because I don't know. Ricky Glenn. He's 4-4-1. You know, it's not like somebody sitting.
Went to a draw with Grand Dawson.
Man.
You know what I mean? And he got knocked out by Christos Giagos in the 1st round afterwards. So, you know, it's
beat Joaquin Silva in the 1st round.
Yeah.
Like his last 3 fights are fucking weird.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, I forgot that he's got a win over Dennis Bermudez. That's sad. Oh, terrible. But yeah, I feel like Drew Dober should be able to just
knock the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm hoping at least.
I feel like this is gonna just start as a wild brawl, and just the first person to land like clean is gonna win. Damn near.
The thing that I am just most worried about is Drew Dober is 34 years old.
Yep.
He has been in a shit ton of wars and eaten a whole bunch of punches to that fucking granite chin of his.
Yep.
And I know it was Frivola that was fucking knocking on that chin in his last one and was able to crack it a little bit, but I'm just wondering, is it just because it's Matt Frivola, or
is his chin starting to go?
Yeah, and like with it being Frivola too, like did he fucking just crack that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because there are just times with fighters where just insanely durable, they get fucking put out one time and then their chin's just gone. Like it's nowhere near the same of what it used to be. And
and
I'm just
that
worried about that.
Like that does just happen. I mean, we've seen it over the past 3 years now with Ferguson.
Yeah, but Ricky ain't been much of a knockout guy since being in the UFC. He has his one, but
yeah, I know, but it's just it's just like because Dober's just got that style where he's gonna go into the fire to land those big shots, because thing. Like when you're fighting for so long and you got something like that behind you, you're just naturally kind of gonna lean into it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, shit, because like Ginger bringing up Tony, it's if dude wasn't as fucking goddamn tough, durable, and crazy as he was, he wouldn't be able to have boxing throughout his fucking career like he did, you know? Like, he would have lost so many more fights. Like, it...
Yeah. Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
Same thing.
As soon as the shit was done, it was done.
As soon as he got cracked in the championship fight against Rampage, it was over.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Like you said, Ricky Glenn ain't a big knockout guy, so it isn't, not as worrying, but yeah, hopefully Drew Dober just goes out there and gets himself a fucking $50,000 performance bonus. So let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Last fight on the main card, though, Bill Algeo is back against Alexander Hernandez. Hernandez is back at 145, which I'm
not a fan of.
Because he had a good first round against Billy Q. And then he just could not hang after that at all. Yeah. And just, ended up getting finished in the second. Moved back up to 55, got the win over Jim Miller, but, it's like, with him getting that decision win over Jim Miller, it's like, dude came into the UFC knocking out Benny Dariush, you know what I mean? Like, it just shows, I just feel like almost the regression that he's had since coming into the UFC. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, Bill's fucking good, man. Like he I don't know. Yeah. He hasn't been doing that great in the UFC, but he's just a grinder. He's got solid grappling, and I just really wouldn't be surprised if Alex just goes out there trying to just beat him up real good the first round. Probably does that. Could even like come close to getting like a 10-8 round or something. But just cutting the extra weight and shit, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna have much after the first, and Bill's probably gonna sub him.
To be fair, he doesn't his record is 17-7, but that's kind of deceptive when you look through his record, because one of his losses to Brendan Loughnane on the Contender Series, Ricardo Ramos, and Andre Fili.
Bro, even before that, lost to Shane Burgos outside of the UFC, lost to Jared Gordon outside the UFC.
The only one who's not a good name on there is Dean Lavin in his second MMA bout ever.
Levine?
Dean Levine, whatever. I don't remember.
It just sounds better.
That's his only bad loss, and that's because the dude's now retired at 2-7. But
yeah, and literally the only one that had finished him was Shane Burgos in his fucking 8th pro fight, and he got really choked.
I was about to say that was a submission.
Yeah, so it's Yeah, I'm definitely rocking with Bill and probably a second round sub in this one.
Yeah. Especially considering the Andre Feely fight. That was a split decision, and Andre Feely is like a vet at the featherweight division.
Yeah.
So.
Other than that, though, that's the main card. What is this at the Apex? It's got to be, right?
It's at the Apex.
I was gonna say there ain't no way that they brought this card anyway.
No. This is an Apex card to a T.
Yeah. But we do got 6 fights on the prelims. I don't know if there's any ones that you guys feel like bringing up or feel like mentioning at all that are notable to you.
One that the feature bout on the prelims, Phil Blanks versus Ian Kalaba. That's just gonna be a fun fight for however long it lasts, which is probably gonna be under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But come on.
Right, it's crazy that it is funny. I always forget that Ian Kutelaba is at a losing record right now in the UFC, 6-8-1.
Yeah.
But he's been here since 2016, pulling up on fucking 10 years, like almost now.
Yeah.
29 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like with this, every time I think of this man, I feel like he's like fucking 36 or some shit like that. I just feel like he's so much older than what he is. But
yeah,
I know. It's fucking 29.
I definitely thought he was older than that too.
Yeah. But no, you're right. That's gonna be a banger.
38 years old.
Yeah, old man.
All right.
But it's 205, so he could just be coming into his prime. You know what I mean? Like.
No, it's just funny because I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Philip is like. Either. I knew Philip was older. I thought he was 36. I didn't realize he was 38. But yeah, no. Yeah. He's had a lot of fucking cancel battles. Let me just unshow that.
Holy shit.
3
of them against Ben Rothwell.
I know. I mean, in his last 3 fights, Marcin Prachniout, OSP, Maxim Grisham, not the greatest level of competition, but at 205 in the UFC, that's pretty high level, unfortunately.
I'm going Ion Kutelaba by fucking screaming and spazzing out in the first round. Let's fucking go.
What the fuck?
I can see it.
That's how he wins his fight.
Anyway, I like the Nate Maness fight with Mateus Mendiconda. I think that'll be a good fight.
Yeah, that I guess
Mateus came in short notice against Javid Basharat.
That's what it was. Yeah.
His only loss. Just went to a decision with him, but definitely seems like a fun fighter, and it was like a good fight against Javid.
I'm kind of just blanking on that fight a little bit, honestly. But yeah, fucking 24 years old to go to decision with Javid Basharat.
He definitely got beat up.
Notice,
but it was good though.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Nate Maness, he's Okay, yeah, that's what he's been doing. Not too great recently, losing to Tagir and Umar, but it's
But it's Tagir and Umar.
Yeah,
has a win over Johnny Munoz, who is also on this card.
Interesting.
But
yeah, hopefully that's a good fight. Probably will be. And I mean, honestly, the opening fight on the card, Montana De La Rosa, JJ Aldrich, I feel like that should be a pretty decent fight too. Yeah. Montana good. Had that rough loss to Tatiana Suarez with Tatiana coming back and losing Macy Barber before that, but both real good. But yeah, so should be a decent card overall for the UFC. Let's fucking go.
Chris Gutierrez and Daniel Pineda were both supposed to be on this card. Damn.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Goddamn, I just closed out of it. But who's the dude? Who's Pineda supposed to fight again? Pineda
was supposed to fight
Ashkabov?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Dude got fucking pulled because he got arrested, right? That was
yes. Oh shit, that was him.
I remember seeing that before, and I wanted to bring it up.
He got arrested for some crazy shit too. It was like kidnapping, extortion.
Oh yeah, that's
assault,
right.
Like all this crazy shit.
Yeah, all this crazy.
I forget. I read the article on what it was about because I saw that and I was like, yo, and apparently he kidnapped this guy and just held him for ransom basically.
Yeah. Damn, the USA really don't be paying.
As MMA, baby, we everyone's welcome.
Unfortunately.
Oh man, but yes, I mean that's just a little fun fact of the day.
Did he also part of it is wasn't there video released of him essentially being part of the kidnapping and the crime? It wasn't just oh yeah, no, he was arrested for it, but we don't see anything. It's no, there's video attached to it.
I didn't see that, but that's crazy.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, dude's in MMA and he's a criminal. You think he's the smartest criminal?
No.
Let's see if he's been knocked out. Oh, he only has one loss.
You're fighting.
He's supposed to be a
I feel you.
fighter.
I just wanted to see if he had any knockouts specifically.
Or getting knocked out a lot and just
No. His one loss is to Jamal Edmers by
decision,
UD. Fight before that, he won by flying knee. I know dude's supposed to be a good fighter, but
that's
sometimes fight IQ don't. Yeah, fight IQ don't always translate to real IQ.
Not even a little bit.
All right, he's 28 years old. You think we'll ever see him again?
Depends on if he's convicted or not.
Oh, he'll be convicted.
Because with the charges that he has, I feel depending on how harsh that judge is, he could get
Think he comes back at 36?
36. How old is he again?
28.
Well, this wasn't done in America. I don't believe, right?
No, I'm pretty sure this was either in Brazil or in Russia. No, this was in Thailand. This was somewhere weird.
Somewhere the fuck else. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know, man. But yeah, probably not.
No, especially if it's where I'm thinking it was.
Yo, what was in the bag though? You know.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, no.
Come on, right? You're not interested in the bag?
Yeah, he was arrested in Thailand.
He wasn't even here for it.
So, and it was related to alleged kidnapping and robbery.
Let's go. No, let's go. You know. All right. We got Bellator 300 stacked out event. Let's go. Bellator 300, 3 title fights. We're supposed to have 4 title fights, but I mean, we lost Ryan Bader versus Linton Vassell. I don't think we're really missing out on too much.
We're not missing out on much.
Isn't fucking Linton Vassell mad old? 40.
Aren't they both mad old?
I mean, Bader's probably 38 now, right?
40.
Oh, okay. So just
they both 40.
A combined age of 80 years old that was supposed to be in that title fight. That's how you know it's solid.
Look, they were...
Okay, is it any different with these other fucking fights, Jimmy? What... I'm sorry.
No, go.
No, go for it.
No, because I saw Bellator 300 and I was so excited. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even realize this was this. But I was totally mixing it up with the November 17th card, which has...
301.
Uh-huh.
I was just 301,
yeah. With Yaroslav Amosov and Patchy Mix.
Yeah,
Sergio. Just way better fights. But this one, just a bunch. Usman is saving it in the average of age. But you want to talk about combined age? We got 40-year-olds and 38-year-olds, and
I was about to say Chris Cyborg, Kat Zingano, and Liz Carmouche make up your co-main. Yeah, and Brett Premise. Okay, that's the thing. They're making up your 3 main events.
Damn near 200 years of age between them all.
I was about to say, I'm trying to remember all their ages right now.
But it's a lot. But
isn't Leigh McFarland also
33.
A bit on the older side? 33. Okay, cool. Yeah, Liz Carmouche, 39. Kat Zingano, 41.
Yeah, Cyborg,
38.
Yeah.
Brett Premise, 38.
Yeah, these ain't the youngest bucks in the world, but they're still bucks, you know what I mean? And we're gonna start.
I mean, weren't 3 of those technically does? Moving on.
They're all fucking savages, alright? They're all fucking awesome athletes. That's the point I'm trying to make. Either way, main event savages,
though. But
Usman Nurmagomedov versus Brett Primus. Champ versus former champ. Yo, Usman's gonna do the dirty to this dude, right?
Yeah.
He's subbing the shit out of him.
Is he? Or is he
Yeah.
just gonna knock the shit out of him? Like,
Nah, I think he's gonna
Honestly, you
sub
could knock him out easily.
because, just that question mark kick that he hit Benson Henderson with in his last fight, this dude completely kicked himself off balance and fucking right off of his feet, and it was still great enough power with just the foot slapping Benson's face that he knocked him down, got on top, was able to get dominant position, and subs him in the first round. Like,
yeah,
17-0 undefeated at 25 years old.
Brent Premise's last loss is to Alexander Shabley by right cross into ground strikes.
Yo,
I
Shabley's
don't know why I missed that. I'm like, he's just lost by sub in decision, so.
Yeah, this dude is about to get mollywopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, Usman's fucking him up for sure.
Yeah, like, Usman, probably the best fighter in Bellator right now.
Dude, 25 years old, 17-0, like
overall skill, he really might be. Like,
he's up there. He's definitely up there.
It's
if he's not
it's
number
him,
one, he's
Yaroslav,
number two.
and then I mean we'll find out between Sergio and Patchy. You know what I mean? Like, who would be that third person? But it's like that.
I was about to say top 5. It would be interesting to try and figure out, like, basically pound for pound top 5 is what we'd be doing. But
Yeah,
I feel like 5 would be Eblin. Like, he's
Probably.
in there, but he's like on the edge.
but yeah, Usman is he's just so goddamn good, and yeah, like 25 years old, 13 years younger than Brent, like probably gonna secure that spot in the finals of the tournament and defending his belt again, and he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna look nice.
Who is it gonna be in the finals? Is it him versus
Patricky?
It's him versus Patricky.
Or I think the Patricky's fighting on that 301 card, and it's gonna be him. Isn't it him versus?
It's him versus Shabley, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's him versus Shabley.
Pull that up.
But I can easily look.
Yeah.
See if it's Shabley.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's Shabley.
That's who he'll be fighting the winner of that. So I mean, hopefully, I guess Shabley wins. So
I was about to say,
it's not a rematch.
Patricky. Yeah,
because that's how he. I'm pretty sure that's how he got
the title. More likely, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd rather it at least be new blood, not a rematch.
Yeah. But let's fucking go. Nurmagomedov doing the motherfucking thing in Bellator.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna get up to that 30-0 that Habib wanted to?
I mean, I don't see a reason why he couldn't. Like, why his.
I think it depends on what he does after Bellator sells.
Yeah.
You think he can win PFL tournament 3 years in a row?
I don't think he.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to fight in PFL.
Well, that's the thing, is that I think he could do it in PFL. I think it would be much harder in the UFC.
Because literally, like that's what it would be. He wins this. Well, I mean, because he wins this fight. If he wins, like, the finals too, he would be 19-0, and then goes to PFL. If like 3 tournament seasons, that's 4 fights.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I'm just like
he gets to 31-0. I feel like he could do that.
I mean, he could, but like, I'm just trying to look through his record, see how long in between fights he takes, like, because I don't know how hard of a cut this is for him.
That's true.
Like, he might have to, like, potentially move up to 170, which is
fighting
just going to make it harder.
Times a year.
Yeah.
Not this year, but 3 times. Oh, it was twice in 2022, but 3 in 21, 3 in 2020.
I mean, yeah,
3 in 2019. 4 in 2019. 5.
2
canceled. Or 2 canceled.
No, yeah, 1, 2,
oh, okay,
3, 4,
yeah,
5.
I didn't see this. Yeah. So I mean, that definitely is a good factor though of like weight cut and shit. But yeah, either way, I depending on if he goes UFC, PFL, whatever, how the shit plays out, I could very much see him getting there, especially just being so young.
No, 100%.
But moving on to the co-main event, a champion that is not so young, as we mentioned before, in Chris Cyborg. But she's fighting Alpha Cat Zingano. This, I don't think, is gonna be a fight.
No, I think Cat is going to get mollywopped.
Yep.
Yeah, you think Chris knocks her out in the first round and then, I don't know, sets up for like a fight with her and Kayla Harrison or something?
Maybe.
Or she just retires?
I was about to say, I think she knocks her out in the first 45 seconds and retires.
Damn, she had fucking
because at this point,
boxing fights since her fucking... What the hell? When was Chris Cyborg boxing?
I'm not shocked.
2022?
I haven't looked.
I don't remember this at all.
Boxed on a Crawford card.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. I don't remember that at all. But yeah, it's been a while since she's fought for Bellator. Fucking
She
year
was
and
the
a half.
co-main event.
Shit. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
That's cool.
But yeah, other than losing to Amanda Nunes, she only lost her pro debut. She's not losing to Cat.
No. My thing at this point with it is just after she beats Cat, which this isn't a rematch, so it's just like, who else does she, besides for Kayla Harris, who else
there's
she,
literally nobody
to beat Larissa Pachenko? At this point, she's already fought the next generation. She's fought
Larissa
her generation.
Pachenko knocks her the fuck out.
Bro, honestly, I didn't even think about that, but I would be down to fucking watch that fight. I'd be so down for that.
Yeah, I mean...
See that look in Cyborg's eyes one more time before she retires?
That's kind of the thing. It's just what else does she have to prove? She's fought the up-and-comers. She's fought people in her generation.
She's fought fucking every generation of female fighters.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. What's the point of her, going on after winning this
more
money.
One?
That's it. Just legacy.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if she
because she's not losing either.
I
mean, and she could easily just... Obviously, she's good enough to be in boxing, so, she could easily just retire in MMA and just box.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is if she's having fun, maybe she'll just keep looking for the random fights thrown at her, you know?
Bro, I could see her fighting until she's 43 or something, you know what I mean? The
Glover Teixeira route,
Literally, like you said, her only 2 losses, her pro debut, and then 1 loss to Amanda Nunes years ago.
Yeah, what was that, 2018, I think?
Yeah. I mean, her last, the only other loss in between that is in a Muay Thai bout.
Yeah, which...
it was a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully, she just looks real good, and either a fight with Kayla and Larissa, and then just I don't know. Those are definitely the biggest fights for her at this point. But we see what happens.
I personally, I think I'd rather her just retire, just because it's just again, legacy. It's just what else? It's just money fights at this point, and I wouldn't mind the whole what other retired MMA athletes have done, and just go into boxing.
It's
just some money fights, because you can actually make a lot more money in boxing. So it's just especially considering she was a co-main event to Terrence fucking Crawford.
Well, I know on the female side, it's I don't know. It's kind of the other way around. Female boxers don't be making as much, but who knows? Honestly,
but when you're co-main to fucking Terrence Crawford, that's what? That's kind of wild.
She was the fucking she was a champ, right?
Yeah, 3 weight class champ. She's talking about
she's going to Bellator. I mean, she's going to PFL to make money.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But I mean, either way, it's Chris Cyborg is looking great in all of her fights. So it's if she's happy, if she's having fun, whatever the fuck she wants to do, just keep doing your goddamn thing. It's just good for her, you know.
Yep.
Going on to the other female champion in Bellator, which is another fighter where I'm just damn, good for you. Just do the motherfucking thing. Liz Carmouche, since leaving the UFC, coming into Bellator, has just been absolutely unstoppable. 6-0, getting the title, defending it.
Yeah, 5 of those finishes.
It's just absolutely beautiful to watch for her. The only thing I'm worried about in this one is her and Alimale McFarlane are training partners and very close friends. And I'm just like, Liz Carmouche, it's not like she's been seen in some pretty bad and boring fights, that's nothing new to her. I feel like this is gonna be 25 minutes of not great, just grappling, and that's what I'm just worried about. That this is gonna be kind of a fight.
Yeah,
I completely agree. I think that's probably what's more likely gonna happen.
It's okay though, because it's, even if it's gonna be straight grappling, it'll be fun and someone's gonna get the sub. And it's gonna be great exchanges. And
maybe if
there might not be a single punch thrown. But even if it's just like straight going for the subs, it'll be fun.
If they do that, I'm perfectly fine with that.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
If there's we're gonna make this the most exciting grappling match in fucking Bellator MMA history,
I would respect the shit out of that.
Hell yeah! Just emptying the tank, going for it. Yeah, I would definitely be down.
They're
like,
for that. Yo, we're not trying to beat the shit out of each other here, but we'll go hard grappling.
Smack each other in the face.
Oh god, dude! What was it? UFC 9, Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock, where they could only slap box essentially.
But yeah, it's 3 title fights though. Hopefully they all end up good. But I mean, they got a pretty decent card on this one overall. Hopefully it's fun. But hell yeah, that's Bellator 300, an epic event for them. Yeah, let's go. We should have better fights on this, man.
Yeah.
I know they were gonna have Bader on it for 4 title fights,
but who gives a fuck?
It's this should have been original. I don't know. They should have just
switched 301 and 300.
Yeah, put Patchy, even if it's just taking one, fucking you could have Yaroslav still on that one, but put Sergio Apache on this one and then move Liz Carmouche and Alima Lay. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, how is this one better? What the fuck? Yaroslav Imasov.
Yeah.
Sergio Pettis versus Patchy Mix. Patricky versus Shabley. Afion Stotts, Danny Sapatella.
Why do you think I started it off the way that I did? Was because I saw Bellator 300. I was like, oh, this shit's lit. I looked at the card and I was like, why did I mess this up? Why did they do this?
November is so much better.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yes. Up and down that entire card, there's names I knew fucking yeah.
This is so much better.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that's some Bellator shit, you know what I mean? Why stack up 300 when we could stack up 301? You know what I mean? Let's fucking go.
301's our last card, so we might as well make that one pop off.
This is why y'all got bobbed by PFL.
This is why they're getting bought by Jake Paul. Jake Paul is strictly himself is funding the fucking purchase.
Really? It's not the Saudis?
Both of them. But hell yeah. That's I was about to say UFC 300. Bellator 300 though. Let's fucking
if that was UFC 300, I would never buy a UFC card again.
But that's gonna wrap up all of the fights for the weekend. But bring us into the next segment of motherfucking fight news. Which last week they just hit us with the dump of shit. Just boom, pow, bang, everything, everywhere. Great shit all around. So obviously this week is not as much.
It's a bit of a lull. Bit of a lull.
First 2 things that we'll start off with are potential fights. Benny versus Armin is the first one that is in. It didn't have a date that it was in talks for, right?
No, it was just I think January or February.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure January.
It makes sense. It seems like they're trying to stack up.
Maybe December, but
we'll see.
It was between those 3 months, December to February.
Yeah, that's the fight to make though. Armin deserves a step up in competition, and Benny, after just that real rough loss to Oliveira, you got to give him a good guy, you know what I mean, to just kind of hold that spot. So that's gonna be a motherfucking great fight.
I swear to God, if Benny beats,
he
Armin
really might. I don't think Armin can beat him, bro. It's not time for the turnover yet. We all thought it was time. It just ain't. Armin's getting knocked out.
Nah.
Oh yeah, no. This man almost got knocked out by Joaquim Silva with a left hook in the 3rd round. And Benny has stupid power.
And
We've all seen it.
Grappling. He's not gonna get run over in the grappling like Silva
did. No.
Yo. I don't like this for Armin now. The more I think about it, the worse it is.
It's time for new names.
It's not.
The division is changing.
It should be, but
maybe 2025. Once Conor retires officially, that's when the turnover will happen.
We have to rid ourselves of the Conor curse.
Yeah, he just officially has to be gone. But that won't happen until he's like 43. So
I know.
But yeah, that should be a great fight though. Either way. The next one, which it sucks because if it is true, which like the UFC is trying to go for this, Merab should not have to fight no one other than the motherfucking champion whenever him and the champion are ready. Why does he have to fight Henry Cejudo if this is true?
Because Merab doesn't give a shit. He's just down to fight.
That's the problem. Is Merab?
That's true. I mean, if you don't give a fuck, then it's like. Whatever,
like, realistically, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if they gave him Sean, he would have been like, hell yeah, let's go. But they're like, you know, Sean's obviously sitting out right now. You want Henry? He'll be ready. Hell yeah, let's go. Like, he just wants to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it is, like, other than fighting the champ, it's probably the biggest name that he can get, and probably the most winnable fight, honestly.
I was about to say, with this fight, like, with the names that Merab has on his record, he's gonna have that like almost like Max Holloway thing. Like I know Max had title defenses and was a champion and all that, but like at post Max title, like it's gonna be that similar thing where it's just like, dude, he might not have been the champ, but he's damn near like top 3 all time in the division just because of the names he fucking fought and beat.
Nah, yeah, he's definitely stacking up that resume. And yeah, it's a motherfucking machine.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Bert Kreischer, man. It's crazy how good of a fighter he is. But not yet.
I'm going to miss the joke of when Aljo was champ just calling Merab the Iron Wall. Because he would just knock down all the contenders, essentially. Aljo had no one to was going to have no one to fight.
Yeah. But that should be a great fight, though. Should be some good shit. This next one, though. What a fucking twist of events and fight. Who I definitely did not see this one coming.
No.
Yeah.
And so we're all just like, oh, where the fuck? What's going on with Derek Brunson for so long? And then he finally gets a fight, and then the fight gets canceled, and he says he's retiring, and then he gets fucking dropped from the UFC, and now
he's now in PFL.
And PFL don't got a middleweight division, and he sure as hell ain't gonna go down to 170. So
he's up at 205.
Yeah. I don't. That's not the move.
Why?
That's not the move. But I mean, I guess like in terms of MMA, if he wants to fight, where else do you go? If you're like, because you got a decent name for the division, and to make money, it's like where he's not gonna go to 1. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Bellator has a 185 division, but
and that's exactly what I was thinking though. Just probably just go get some wins. Hopefully, even if he doesn't get some wins, just get some more money. Like,
it's opportunity at $1 million bucks. It's
at 205. Oh, he was getting fucked up at 185 with the power that some of these guys have.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm blanking on the fucking 205 shit right now.
Like obviously Impa, like.
Oh yeah, Silvera and Impa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean to be fair though, I mean,
like
he could probably get some wins at 205.
No, yeah, for sure.
Like no,
if they match make him like good for him, like in the preliminary season part, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
He could probably get himself into the playoffs.
No, yeah, like he probably won't make that $1 million, but he'll make some good money getting into it.
Yeah, that's
and I mean, it all depends on how he gets matchmaked, I guess.
Yeah,
because I mean, Martin Hamlet could probably sub him. Thiago Santos, he should be able to beat. Ty Flores, he should be able to beat.
Yeah,
probably loses to Robert Wilkinson.
I don't know. definitely some fun matchups though, and hopefully just make some extra money before he hangs it up, and hell yeah. But moving on back to the UFC, for a real motherfucking fight announcement. And they did it. They did the fight that I called for, Ginger.
Yep.
They said, we're putting this fight together to guarantee a bad fight so all the other fights that we match make can be amazing. Arnold Allen versus Movsar Evloev. Let's fucking go. This shit's going to a decision. You cannot tell me otherwise. This fight is not going to the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, doesn't mean it has to be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
I know.
It's not gonna be great.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real fun.
Arnold could put Movsar into some trouble on the feet.
I was gonna say, unless fucking this is like actually just way too big of a leap up for Evloev, and Arnie is just able to like knock him out real quick or something.
I was about to say, Jimmy, you're forgetting one thing.
What am I forgetting?
Arnold's last fight, and last loss was to Max Holloway.
Yeah.
What has happened after Calvin Kattar and Brian Ortega and Yaya Rodriguez have lost to Max Holloway and gone into their next fight? They beat the dog shit out of their next opponent.
To a decision. Other than Yair.
I mean, yeah, but they didn't. I thought Ortega knocked out TKZ.
I don't think so.
No, decision?
Pretty sure.
Probably. It's possible. But all beat the dog shit out of their opponents. If Arnold keeps the tradition, Movsar's getting beat the fuck up.
Arnie better make a tradition out of it. Let's fucking go. But I don't think that's gonna be a great fight. No. That's just but it's a big step up for Movsar. He deserves a big fight because he's just been decision in everyone he fights in the UFC. So yeah, let's fucking go. It's a good way to get into the top 5. But I gotta start putting these things in a better order. Maybe too flip-flopping all over the place. I gotta start having some consistency with it because now we're going back over to the PFL. Cedric Doumbé. He had a great debut in the PFL in PFL Europe, PFL Paris.
Even though we couldn't watch it.
Yep. I don't understand.
PFL. Don't understand. That was such a dumb business move.
To be fair, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway. 2 reasons. One, because the last one that they had, me and Kate watched, and that shit was absolute dog shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And then we were also just doing shit that morning too on a little adventure. So I mean, but Cedric Doumbé.
The only thing I wanted to watch was the Cedric Doumbé because I'm like, okay, I want to see what all the hype's about.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good thing because he got a fucking 9-second knockout, and so it's easily all the replays were right there, so we got to see the entire fight. But so he gets a beautiful win in his fucking home country. Just this dude is definitely the biggest MMA star coming out of France. That's not even fucking close. But he won some big money fights. He did call out 3 people, but one of them is realistic because they're actually signed to the PFL, which is Anthony Pettis. But yeah, he said Masvidal, Diaz, Pettis. I'll knock all these guys out.
Which is funny because I'm just sitting here like, okay, so Cedric just called out a bunch of old guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
A bunch of old guys that used to be 55ers that moved up to 170 that aren't like really the biggest 170 guys or whatever, but it's all right.
Yeah, Masvidal was a little too big for 155.
But he's still undersized.
But Nate and Pettis are 100% natural 55ers.
Yeah, but I don't want to see this fight because Anthony Pettis will get knocked the fuck out, and I don't want to see that. Even though that'd be awesome for Cedric Doumbé, and the PFL will probably make this fight. But yeah. If he's able to get that, that'll be amazing for him and just his star and just money, everything. Just so,
help cap order him, put him on a card that Americans can watch, please.
I mean, if he's fighting Pettis, they'll definitely do that. It'll probably be on like whatever pay-per-view fucking super fight card or some shit that they decide to do with Francis.
No, yeah. I was supposed to say, is Cedric gonna be? He's not a tournament fighter. He's gonna be.
Well, didn't he say that he wants to be in the tournament?
I don't know. That I don't remember exactly. Like that's why I'm asking.
I don't know, man. If he is, he's gonna fuck everyone off at 170 though. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, Cedric's gonna get some big fights, and I am definitely down to watch those. But the last little bit of news that we got is bringing it back to one, and we got to learn some shit recently. Ginger, you were the one that listened to the podcast and everything. You do you want to take this one a little bit away about the one contracts that we learned?
So the one championship contracts, and these are just all athlete contracts, are very restrictive on what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. Legitimately, you cannot change your name without the permission, or at least permission from one championship.
Yeah.
Which is insanity. They own your image rights in perpetuity.
Yep.
Even after the death of the athlete, like they own those forever. You're not allowed to disparage the company in perpetuity. You are not allowed if you have a dispute with your contracts, it does not go to the court. You cannot sue them. It goes to arbitration.
Yep.
In Singapore, that is very pro-corporation and pro-business. You're more than likely not winning that. One contracts are really bad.
Like the belts aren't even yours.
They're not. That's
They're not
yours.
You being a champion isn't even yours.
You can't even say you're a one champion, former champ, one athlete, or anything without written permission first.
From one, which is insanity.
That one I straight up just don't understand, because the other ones, while they're fucked up, you can see why they do it. This one I straight up just don't get.
No one else does that.
Yeah, no,
literally no one.
Like, why wouldn't you want people talking about themselves and promoting themselves, and you know what I mean? But
yeah, it's like,
just they just control all of it, everything.
Yeah. Like it's pretty crazy to find out because obviously MMA contracts, especially compared to boxing, and then if you compare like other sports, it's not even like they're insanely restrictive. But seemingly the levels that one takes it to is shit
wild.
Yeah, and then it's just like one thing I just learned about too. That's like, bro, fucking Adriano Moraes trying to defend his title against DJ in his first fight made $100K, and that was with a $50,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, you were only guaranteed to make, I believe it was $250K if you win your title defense.
Yeah.
So not in a championship bout, not if you lose your championship defense fight. Like, you have to win that. You have to defend it to make good money.
Yeah, and this was what everything that I just said was from the Bloody Elbow podcast. I've not fully tried to go through this document by myself yet and actually trying to read through some of this, because I'm sure like they were just trying to give the highlights, like, because there's probably a lot of other shit in there that's just wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just absolutely ridiculous how just extra restrictive even compared to fucking UFC. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was just one of those things where you're learning about it and you're just like, well, shit, it just gives you a little bit different perspective, a little bit different insight, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Especially one of the weirder ones was if the athlete voluntarily or involuntarily is subject to proceedings under bankruptcy or insolvency laws, you can be cut. That is such a weird provision to throw in there.
Right, it's like, not only are we not paying you enough to keep you out of bankruptcy, but if you do go bankrupt, now we're going to cut you and you're not making any money at all.
Yeah, like the only reason I can think of the reason for this is because the potential of them is the potential of like, depending on where you are as an athlete, like I don't know what the Singapore like tax and all that is and all that, but like getting like wages garnished and things, and maybe like that's the reason for it. They just don't want any governmental entity like doing shit to their pay or whatever. I don't know. Like that's
Yeah.
just weird.
I got no idea, but yeah, just some crazy shit to learn about, and yeah, Bloody Elbow, they got fucking all their shit, just on like talking about it and got all more information stuff.
I sincerely don't know why in the MMA, like at least on MMA Twitter, Bloody Elbow gets such a bad rap. Oh yeah, it's because they're actual journalists and don't kiss the UFC and one and Bellator's ass.
Yeah, that's just how it be. But with that, there ain't any more shit to talk about. So that's gonna wrap up this episode of the podcast. Let's fucking go. If you liked it, enjoyed it, like and subscribe. All of the things, as always. Links in the description. Me and Gingy be streaming. Come check us out. Hang out with us on Twitch. Other than that, catch you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.